All right. Let me open this. All right. I'm just gonna get to it. Oh right, I forgot about the background music. I'm sorry about that. Give me a quick second. All right. Ooh, this would be a good study, but man. Okay. I think I'm just gonna. Should I? Also, here, let me open this. I would love to do like the post studies, because like figure studies are gonna help me a lot. It's just. It sucks that a lot of these, like almost every single reference is like a really good reference, but obviously I'm gonna butcher all of them because I'm completely new to. I'm basically a complete beginner, right? I'm not even like an intermediate yet, but I think also let me lower this a little bit. I think that's like the beauty of it. It's like, you know, it's fine, right? There's gonna be a million references that are good. Also, I should have grabbed water before I started. Guys, give me a second. Let me just quickly do that. Give me a quick second. Okay, I'm backy. Sorry about that. But yeah. Let's get started. Again, everything that I create is gonna be bad. I just want to get that out there. Just in case. That's like the weird thing about streaming my art journey is that I kind of feel like I have to like be somewhat entertaining with it, and the way to be entertaining is by being good, but you know, that's not the reason why I'm streaming. I want to get good, and I have to do stuff that I don't necessarily want to do, like figure studies and like these things that mostly help with like observation. I would like to just start drawing what I'm passionate about drawing, but other like if I don't practice the fundamentals, then you know that's not really going to translate my skill to the things that I want to draw. And if I just start with what I want to do, then, you know, it's not really going to be as effective. So, and it's not the worst thing, right? Like, figure studies do seem kind of fun anyways, but, you know, it is practicing anatomy of humans. But again, everything kind of fits in together, so I think it's worth it. And yes, I'm drawing Pretty Woman, but what I mostly want to do is children and animals, but again, I'm gonna have to practice the facial structure with humans in general, and I might as well start with women, and then kind of translate to that, right? Translate. Hopefully that the skills also transfer to animals as well. But yeah. Anywho, wait, what? Guys, let me see something real quick. Okay. I was about to say hey, yeah, let me do like, here's the thing too, it's like I could always redo, and this is probably how I'll approach it. I'll redo the references later on, when I inevitably become good. I think that's how I'm gonna approach it. So that way, you know, that way I'm not really missing out on like feeling like I'm wasting good references or something like that, just because I think that's just a bit silly. Okay. I'm trying to like block out. I don't know, this is without fundamentals first, but I wanna try to see how I can do in terms of like doing the doing like the quick figure studies. I should time it as well. So here, let me sip some more water. Like I said, I should give myself like a 5-minute timer. So it's 8:25. I'll stop at 8:30 for this study. Okay. Again, just try to be like kind of like loose with it, like this. I know it's gonna look really rough and like chicken scratchy and bad, but the whole point is to try to like not be perfectionist with the reference. And in the future, I'll kind of figure out how to be more rough in like in a nicer way, right? That way it can look a little bit better. Because right now I have no idea how to even be rough. I know that sounds kind of silly, but it's kind of like what it's got into. Like even this, like, because it's based on like the perspective, so it's definitely like a little bit weird. Okay. Ooh, that's not good. Let me do that. Again, I don't know like what shapes to even be using. It's like, that's kind of what I mean. It's like a little bit. And yeah, figure studies are essentially just like the body, just the anatomy of the body, which there's like a ton of websites for that kind of stuff, which they all include basically nude. It's not really, or even like the reference I'm using, it's always like, it's always nude because that's how you get a really good understanding with anatomy. So even with animals, it's gonna be like, it's just gonna be like their insides, you know, and the bones. So essentially, that's kind of how like studying goes. But when it comes down to this stuff, which I find interesting, but yeah, I don't mind seeing like blood or like anything that kind of helps is like not too like extreme. It's fine. Also, yeah, like this is interesting. Like it goes like this, and then like, what the heck? Wait, what? What? I'm so confused. Why? Huh? All right. And it's gonna be cool to like get a lot better at this. Like, as you see right now, I'm kind of like, I kind of don't know what I'm doing or like what shapes to be using, and I think that's fine. You know, if I put in the practice, we will be able to get there. Like even now, you just saw right there, I made some quick changes and it looks a little bit better. But we're not striving to make it look good because the whole point is to get practice in. I'm just trying to get like an understanding, if that makes sense. Again, the anatomy will be wrong, and that's why I kind of suggest, you know, people not to like watch the content if they don't want to watch bad art, because, you know, this is what it is. You know, the practice phase is, you know, pretty much the ugliest phase when it comes to like your art journey. And that's fine. If you want to get to the more beautiful stage, you can't really get there without the ugly stage, and that's just kind of the truth. Even now, I'm trying to like perfect this too much, and you know, I also need to learn a lot of things like shape language, you know, and stuff like that. I should also see how other people approach like breaking down like the legs and stuff like that. That way I can try to get a better understanding, just a little bit. Because again, I don't know what shapes I'm supposed to be using. And that's fine. Like even this does not make any sense. That still doesn't make sense. Nothing is going to make sense unless I start practicing the anatomy. And I might do that on stream on my second monitor, so I'll be like AFKing and stuff. The whole reason why I'm streaming is just so I could be a little bit more focused. I don't really have people that watch my channel, so I think it's like a nice way to like not have to worry too much about entertaining people, and more so just using it as a way to like stay focused. One thing I kind of noticed that tends to happen is that when I'm not streaming, and this kind of applies to everything, even like when I do games or anything else, really. I get very distracted. I have ADHD, so you could imagine how like, you know, how distracting things can get. Also, as you see, the 831, I'm striving for perfectionism here, which again is not something that I want to be doing. I guess I'm just trying to figure out what shapes I should be using. Excuse me, what shapes I should be using. And that's not really like a good thing. So yeah, if I look at this reference, something that I'm doing wrong, it's just I'm drawing what I think I see. So like for example, let me see if I could like I'm still doing what I think I see, because it is hard. Like you gotta really train your brain, and it takes years to train your brain with this kind of stuff. This is like more tilted, and then another thing that will help is like doing the grayscale thing. Like, the perspective on this is like really confusing me here. Why do I feel uncomfortable right now? That's weird. Again, I don't know how to break the legs down into simple shapes. That's the issue. So let me just focus on the upper area. It's something like that. Like this just feels like you don't really see the perspective here. It's just mostly like I don't know how to explain it. I really don't. But this is supposed to go like it's something like that, where like now that I do that, it's more like actually wait, now that I'm yeah, like this in general is just a little bit weird, but it goes more like something like this. I don't know. I should try to like, let me see. I really want to figure out, the shapes thing is really important, I feel like. Let me see. Looking at my saved just to find the people who do the figure studies, so I can get a better idea of how they might approach it. And I'll paste the reference on the screen and we could try to figure it out together. Ooh, they're super good. This person's actually really good. I love the values that they use. That's another thing I have to practice too. So let me think about this for a second. Okay, they don't have too much. Let me scroll down to some other people that I know that do figures. Let me scroll down a little bit. Yeah, figures is basically the thing that I started with at the very beginning of my journey, because I heard that it was really helpful. I just didn't know how to approach it, and I still don't know how. But now that I have a tiny bit of mileage, even though that doesn't really matter, I'm still really bad. Honestly, like comparing my skills now to when I first started, I probably improved by like 10 points out of 100, but it's not that substantial to like make it worth it to like it's not like, oh wow, the mileage was worth it, you know? I feel like I would have gotten more out of just sticking with the figure studies if I properly kind of try to figure out how to approach it, but I feel like I could try to do that now, and then hopefully that could translate to everything else, right? Because with the figure studies too, it's in the perspective of like they bend over, and like if I could figure out that and how to do that quickly, then I feel like that's really gonna help me with animals, because the website contains both figures and animals, right? Like the anatomy of animals. Well, pictures, but like you know what I'm saying? It's mostly like, you know, animals in motion, so it's gonna help a lot with that. The figure studies are good because they show it in action as well. It's like they're moving, their position is like altered in a way where it's like there's a lot going on. It's not just like a stiff position, if that makes sense. And I feel like that's a cool thing, that, you know, because both the figures and the animals kind of go hand in hand, where like, you know, it's not just stiff. I feel like that could translate to each other kind of well in that sense, where, you know, it could help boost my confidence with the lines, and with the movement. And that's why I think it's a good idea to do both figures and animals. So, but I do, with animals, I kind of have to choose a specific species and then kind of move on to a species that's similar to the anatomy of the species I'm studying. I decide to study first. Which is why I feel like I have to also do other drawings of other things so that I can up my skill in other ways so that could eventually transfer a lot to the animals. So whether that's values or, you know, figuring out stuff with brushes or techniques or like, you know, just, you know, gestures, right? Gestures meaning like very quick studies, like 1 to 2 minute studies. Stuff like that could really help. So here, I'm gonna try to find a reference, and we'll try to see how they break it down, because I think it's helpful if I look at a drawing and I kind of see how they approach it, right? Like for example, this is like a silly one, but right, but I think it kind of, this could be nice. Okay, so I'll paste it on the screen now. I'll do that. Oh wait, God, silly me. So yeah, right here, let me do this and this. So right here, we can kind of see how they approach it, right? Where it's like, let me see, in terms of this, it's basically like, it's one shape like that curves in. That's another thing too, is I kind of have to figure out the measurements as well. The measurements can get a little bit hard. So that's like, it's one part like this, and then it's another part. So it's like, it's kind of like 3 circles. It's 1, 2, and then the third one, right? So it would essentially be like this, and then you're kind of going over here and you're curving this. And then, now of course I'm not gonna get this right. My observational skills are not perfect and they're very bad. But this could still be kind of a good way to see how they break down the shapes, because right here I was kind of struggling. Like I was trying to break it down to too many shapes. And I think it's good to note that like this could just be 1, 2, and then 3, right? I was trying to like sit here and break this into a shape. Then we have like this part right here, then like this tiny part before it curves here. So that's like already like 4 to 5 different like shapes right there. And I feel like that complicates things a lot. So maybe knowing this, it's not gonna be easy still, but I think it does help a lot. So let me see. Like, okay. So yeah, that might help, right? Now, of course, I don't really know how to do this well. And again, like, that's the interesting thing, is that it's always in perspective. So even like this might be a little bit too down. Everything is in perspective, which makes this a lot harder than it might seem. So I think it's something like that now it makes more sense. You can kind of tell that it might be a leg. You might not be able to see that right away, but you can kind of see it a little better now. Right? So let me... And that's the thing, it's my observational skills are just way too like beginner. Like even trying to study how someone else approaches something is going to be very difficult for me because I don't have this skill set to do so. But I think doing it either ways can still be a good thing. Because even if you're a beginner, it's like you could always kind of jump up some points if you at least kind of study how it works. And I think that's a good thing. So as you see, if I overlay it, it's still wrong. It's actually extremely wrong. Wow, that's very large. Wait, so here, actually, let me paste it so we can see what I did wrong there. Actually, wait. No, that's kind of right, actually. Let me put this a little bit higher. Actually, I kind of nailed it, except this. So here's the thing, right? Like here, if you, this lines up with this. That's why observation is really important, but okay, yeah, this is way too small, that's the thing. Oh, that's not good. But still, that's really all I kind of had to change. Everything else kind of seems, you know, everything else kind of fits. And then, you know, it goes together because, see, again, I don't know how he breaks the shape. This is without anatomy knowledge, but even doing this can be... Oh, God. The ads are going to be very annoying, aren't they? I wish I could just put lo-fi music. You know what? I know lo-fi music is really depressing. That's the issue. Like, at least from Lo-Fi Girl, they're always really depressing. But maybe this one isn't. Just give me one without ads. That's really all I want. Okay. So honestly here, now that I've done that, I'm gonna try again to do my, actually I'll just leave that there, that's fine. I'll try again to do my reference that I was doing. Let me... Where is it? Oh, it's right here. So like, now if I try to do this, maybe I can improve a little bit. So let's see. Okay. So I'm just gonna do this for a second. Okay, that's probably like still not right. But hey, the fact that I feel like that looks... You see, now I'm not struggling as much though, I feel like. I still don't know the anatomy, but I'm a little bit more certain of what to do here now. So let me try to break it down into shapes again. Probably like here is the thing, and then okay, don't do that. Just do this, like an oval. Okay, actually, wait. This is more curved over here. Yeah, yeah, that's okay. Like, I don't know which is better. Maybe this one's better. Maybe I have no idea. This still looks wrong because it is, because I still don't know the anatomy. But the whole thing is that, yeah, the shape thing is definitely powerful. It is. Whether you're like to admit it or not. Okay, I know this still looks bad. I understand. I understand. Okay, I understand. Listen, this is still without anatomy, so like, it's better than nothing, okay? Maybe this is better. Okay, honestly, maybe this is better. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe it is, but whatever, okay? I don't know. I feel like this looks more right than this so far, even though this is still like super wrong. Here, let me try to see how they break it. Well, I don't know if they have any like thing of them breaking down. I think it's called the torso, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Okay, I don't know the anatomy names. Don't shame me here. Bum ba dum bum. Bum 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 ba dum bum bum ba dum bum. Okay. Let me see. Okay, what about this dude? Is this the same guy or is this... No, this is a different dude. Okay. Let me see his studies. Bum ba dum ba na na bum bum. Okay, so okay, I kind of see what he does. I kind of see it. I kind of see it. It's supposed to be a more little circle though, so it's like this, and then like that. Yeah, this is obviously completely wrong, but whatever. It's funny. It's funny. It's so chicken scratchy and everything, but that's fine. Oh, that's interesting. Trying to see like I'm trying to observation is or not observation like inspiration is also key. I do believe that. Let me see. Because I just learned a lot from seeing how another person broke down their legs. Anatomy is kind of needed to help further with that, but it's always good to see how people approach things. In my opinion. I mean, wait, and then this would go like... Okay, this looks really bad, but again, every single thing I make is gonna look bad. That's the whole thing. Oh, also, yeah, that goes like that. But like, you see how like this is better in perspective than this, where it just looks flat. That's the whole thing. Yeah, if anything, like maybe just make this a tiny bigger. Because it is in perspective, so what's in front is going to be bigger than the thing in the back. Like, foreground will just be bigger overall, if that makes sense. But that's basically that. So yeah, this isn't awful. Like, look, I kind of made it look a little bit better, just with a simple thing. That's nice. Wow. You see how, like, it's kind of helpful to try to learn things. Alright. I should, like, open the website for the figure studies, but a lot of them are nude. But that's fine. I could always just open it in my second monitor, but... Here, let me see something, though. What's her name? Bum, bum, bum.
The 2026 Chevy Equinox.
Oh my god, come on, dude. Shut. The only reason why Lo-Fi Girl is like the only one without ads, but it's a little bit more depressing there if I'm being honest. If I'm being honest. Yeah, this girl kills her figure studies. Let me see how she breaks things down. Is it the same thing? It kind of is. Yeah. Okay. I see you. Yeah, it's just... Well, the thing is, you gotta... It's about the measurements too, right? Not only, like, observation. Because if you don't know the measurements, then... Even with your observation... Well, your observation, maybe if it's, like, really good. But it's one of those things where both of those kind of things go hand in hand still. So that's what I mean. It's like, you know? Okay, I will say her figure studies aren't as accurate. I think it's because it's a lot more stylized though. I'm gonna go for accuracy, not really stylization. That's my preferred thing. Bum, bum. Okay, I could put this. Oh god, I could put this over here. Here. Let me see. Only covered models. Okay. The thing with this website, I kind of don't like it because the references are a little bit weird. It's always the same, like, it's like muscular, like, I don't understand. Just give me normal woman. I don't really like the muscularness because then it throws me off with the too many details. Let me see. Maybe this one? This is too detailed. Ah, come on. So if I put clothes, okay. So if I put clothes, it's like they're all cosplaying like superheroes, and like they have like all these detailed dresses and like a jester and this and that. What happens if I put nude? Like I feel like I have to go with the nude in order to get the actual study I'm trying to get. Yeah. I mean, that's fine. It is what it is. I just gotta be so careful not to show it on stream. A lot of these are difficult though. Okay, not this one. I gotta be so careful. Let me hide this for a second because I don't want to like okay. Okay, actually wait, I could just oh my god. I could have almost gotten banned there, honestly. That's not good. Okay, I'm using like a thing. What is it called? Like a reference thingy that like sticks to your screen, so I could have it on my first monitor for the reference. It's only her legs, so we're chilling. But like, dude, I could use Pinterest. That's another thing. Let me see. I have a lot of pose studies in Pinterest, which are good. I don't know why. This is like for every website that I've kind of noticed. Like for example, I'll show you guys the first reference that I was using for this one right here. It was this right here. So this is like the typical, like, you know, the thing is I don't know the websites to get references like that, or it's usually that or they wear this. These are like the two things, right? The whole point of these websites is so you could practice the anatomy, right? Because if they're clothed, you can't really see like this and like what the, you know, you can't really like do it like that. See, but Pinterest has a lot of good ones, so I might just use Pinterest because I don't want to risk accidentally showing a fully nude model. and getting banned. So here, let's try to find. Boom. Or what I think could also be fun is I can try to. I could do like artist studies where I practice the figure studies done by other artists, because I could kind of see how they break things down. That could also be kind of useful. Because just like how I struggled to learn to figure out how to break this down into this, right? Like, doing this and then kind of breaking this down, right? Just like how I kind of struggled how to break that down. I just looked at how an artist did it, and now I kind of have a very better understanding of how to approach that, which is nice. So I could let me see if I could. I might do that for a little bit, and then hopefully, if I can get some sort of information out of that, then I think that'll be good, because it'll allow me to kind of like here, let me do this. It'll kind of allow me to like figure out how to approach it better. I think that's good. Okay. Here. Let me... I know I have an artist in mind already. Let me find him real quick. But yeah, I really want to be committed to art. I've always tried to like come back, and then I always end up leaving. But like, it's a thing that takes a while, man. It is. Ooh, okay, so Tuna, yeah. Tuna is super good at this stuff. I feel like I could get some knowledge out of doing studies from him, even if I quite don't understand the anatomy yet. Just knowing, like, just knowing this can go really hand in hand with animals, which is gonna be amazing. Wait a second. Was it Tuna? Yeah, it was Tuna. Give me a good one here. Yeah, that seems about right. Or what I might do as well. Dude, this one has more ads actually. Where the heck is it? This one has more ads. I'm going back to the other one. I'm going back to the other playlist. It has way too many ads. I do want to do like just actual figure studies though first. This one's hard. Okay, 10 minutes. Here, let me use the bathroom real quick. Alright, I'm back. Alright. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, maybe put the text on the screen just for a second. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. I love this song. And so I think I'm gonna, yeah, I think that's a good idea. Alright. And this person also does it too, which is a good thing. Dude, this dude is so good, man. Actually, I want to try it, like, just with a random one. Ba, 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 boo. Oh, no, no, no. Should I do an actual study, or should I make it so that it's like, I mean, I could just do an artist study. Even though, I don't know if I'd gain much knowledge from doing that. I'll do it. Maybe. Okay. Let me see. Or I don't know, maybe I should just do more random studies. I don't know. I hate how long it takes me to like try to think of how to approach.
Are you the kind of person who knows things?
I don't.
You
No.
really don't
I
know
wish I
those
knew
sources,
things, man.
not
That would be
just
kind of cool
sources.
if I knew
Well,
things.
now you are that person because now you definitely know you can get.
No, I'm not that person, and I don't think I will be that person. I'm just too dumb to understand things. I might never be a good artist. Who knows? I mean, yeah, I'm kind of confident that I probably won't ever be a good artist, but it's fine. It's fine. It's still fun to try. You never know. Okay, so he does that. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put you guys different music, and I'm just gonna listen to art YouTube while I draw. I hopefully that sounds good. I don't know, but anywho. What the heck is that? Like, what? Why was there a random thing playing in the background? Okay. It's not.